Now we'll create another geometry and draw a circle. Select the center point circle command. And here's a quick note. Next to some commands, you'll see a keyboard shortcut that you can use to activate the selected command. We select the center point circle command, and when it comes to drawing a circle, we do it by specifying the location of the circle's center point. I click the left mouse button here, then I drag the cursor to specify the position of the second point, which lies on the circumference of the circle. And I click the left mouse button to create the circle. And while drawing the circle, we can also enter its diameter, but for now, I press Escape to cancel the command. And here we have two geometries, and theoretically, based on these geometries, we can create a 3D solid. But from the perspective of 3D modeling in CAD systems, this doesn't really make sense because 3D CAD systems are designed for technical 3D design of parts with precisely defined dimensions. At this point, the dimensions of this rectangle are not defined, the dimensions of this circle are also not defined. Moreover, the position of the circle and the position of the rectangle are also not specified. The geometry has a color blue. And this means that this geometry still has degrees of freedom. It is not fully defined, and even though we can create a 3D solid based on this geometry, you could say that such a solid would be useless, because we do not even know what dimensions it has. If we are using 3D CAD systems, we should generally care about creating parts with defined dimensions. When it comes to defining the dimensions of geometry, we can specify these dimensions while drawing the geometry, which I'll show you in a moment, but we can also add these dimensions after the geometry has already been created. And to define the dimensions of the geometry, we select the dimension command, indicate the geometry whose dimension we want to specify, click with the left mouse button, and enter the dimension value. For example, I'll enter 100 millimeters here, press enter, and the length of this rectangle's side is now defined, and the dimensioning command is active. I click the left mouse button on this side of the rectangle, move the cursor, click the left mouse button again to set the position of the dimension, enter the dimension value. I'll type in 70 millimeters and press enter, and the dimension of this side has been changed. Next, I click on the circle and enter 30 millimeters as the diameter of the circle. The dimensioning command is active. I want to cancel this command, and we can do that by pressing the escape key on the keyboard. Or we can simply click the left mouse button on this command again. And here, as you can see, we have specified the dimensions of the geometry, but this sketch is still blue, meaning it's a blue sketch. This is a sketch that is not yet fully constrained, and a fully constrained sketch, a fully defined sketch, which is the kind of sketch we aim for, has a black color. And in this case, the sketch is still not fully defined because even though we have specified the dimensions of the geometry, the position of these geometries is not yet defined. We can freely change the position of the geometry. We can't change the dimensions of the geometry, but we can change its position. And these are also degrees of freedom that need to be removed for the sketch to be fully defined. And we will do this in the next lesson.